So hello everyone, this is lecture 39 for the classical physics. In the last lecture we were discussing some question based on normal frequencies and normal modes. So I have given you this question to you to solve. I hope you tried. So let me give you the solution. So we have this spring system, we have this pulley and this mass m. So this whole system is moving down. Now you need to find the kinetic energy first and the potential energy, and then you can find the frequency. So how you can find the kinetic energy? So there are two types of kinetic energy we have. First is the rotational, due to this rotation, and second due to extension of this spring, and the extension of this spring will be same as moving this mass. So whatever we kinetic energy take for this will be same for this. So we need to take two kinetic energies. So let's say displacement is x from here. So if displacement is x, then here also displacement will be x. So velocity will be x dot, and that velocity is tangential to this pulley. So you know formula v equal to r omega. So x dot is v, so v will be radius a omega. So from here you can find the omega equal to x dot by a. So that's how you will calculate this velocity. Now see, kinetic energy is, for the rotation you know, that is half I omega square, where I is moment of inertia, omega is this angular velocity, plus now the kinetic energy of this motion. So it will be half m, mass is m, x dot square. So speed of this is x dot. Now see, you can write omega in terms of x dot also. So omega equal to x dot by a. So this is your kinetic energy. And now for the potential energy, it will be simply due to the spring extension, it will give you kx square by 2. Now you have kinetic energy and potential energy, and that is depending on the single variable, single coordinate x. So you can find your equation of motion simply by Lagrangian. So Lagrangian will be kinetic energy minus potential energy, this minus this. Now del L by del x dot will give you I x dot divided by a square plus mx dot. Then dy dt of this will give you I by a square x double dot plus mx double dot. Now same you will do del L by del x. That will give you this will be 0 and it will be minus kx. Now Lagrangian equation will be, this will be subtracted from this. So you will get this equation. Now take this coefficients of the x double dot and x separately. So this will make to this. Now take this I plus ma square common. Now you have made this equation in the form of simple harmonic equation. So there you remember that is x double dot plus omega square x. So whatever you are having here, that is equal to frequency square. So omega square will be this, and omega will be under root ka square divided by ma square plus I. So that's how you can find your answer, and this is the same as you find it here. So this is all depending on the energies. So you must know how to find the kinetic energy, potential energy of a system. So that is the main thing. So we have discussed many examples for the normal frequencies. Let's see some more examples on the normal modes now. So what is the meaning of normal modes? So this is not asked in the question in the exams normally, but they can ask, and you must know what is the meaning of normal modes. So let's see a question. Find the normal frequency and normal modes of a linear diatomic molecule modeled as this. So this figure is given. This is linear diatomic molecule, and it is seen that these are attached by a spring. So we need to find the normal frequency and the corresponding normal modes. So let's see. So we have two atoms made up of this molecule. So moment will be x1 and x2. So kinetic energy will be x1 dot and x2 dot. So you can find the kinetic energy matrix, same as x1 dot will give you m, and x2 dot will give you m. So it will be this. Now for the potential energy, this will be x2 minus x1 and k x2 minus x1 square divided by 2, because there is single spring you have. So potential energy will be this, and this motion in the single line, that's why you don't have any potential energy due to gravity or all. So you will have only single potential energy. Now square of this will give you this. Now you can write minus 2x1 x2 as minus x1 x2 minus x2 x1, because you need to create a symmetric matrix. So I already told you these terms many times. So V will be, now for the 1 position it will be k, for the 2 position it will be k, and for the 1 2 it will be minus k, 1 2 it will be minus k, and for the 2 1 it will be minus k. So you have potential energy matrix, you have kinetic energy matrix. So you can find the normal frequencies. They are using the secular equation V minus omega square t equal to 0. So this will be this, and from here you can find the omega. Now you will have 2 omega. Omega will be 0 and omega will be root 2k by m. So what is the meaning of this omega equal to 0? So when this is frequency 0 means there is no oscillation. So we'll call that as translation motion. And when this frequency is there, you will call it as oscillation motion. So now let's see, you can write, let's see how can we find the normal mode now. So you must know that. So omega equal to 0 is nothing but translatory mode. So for this, what is the meaning of this omega equal to 0 means there is no oscillation. Whatever movement is there, this particle is moving 1 unit this side, so this is also moving 1 unit this side. So So that means that there is no oscillation there, means whatever movement is there, same is here to this side. So again this is going this side and this is going this side, so there will be no motion in the spring and omega will be 0, no frequency there. So that is the translatory motion. And when there is compression in the rarefaction, then you will see the oscillation also. So this second belongs to the oscillation and first belongs to the translatory mode. So remember this, whenever frequency is 0 we call it as translatory mode. So the question can be asked based on this. So you must know what is translatory mode and the oscillatory mode. Now let's see how can you find the normal modes corresponding to normal frequency. So let's see, for the omega equal to 0 we have x1. We assume that normal mode is a1 a2, this vector. So what you will do, you will write this v minus omega square t, you know this, multiply x1. This is your mode. So I told you this equation already. So you will find the x1 from here. How can you find this? First v minus omega square t, omega equal to 0, and you know this matrix, we already find it here. Now in place of omega write the 0, it will be, then it will give you k minus k and k. Now it will be a1 a2. Just solve this, you will get two equations. From here you can see ka1 equal to ka2, so a1 will be a2, and from here also you will get a1 equal to a2. So you can write x1 as a1, take a1 common, it will be 1 1. Now you have your normal mode, but you need to normalize this. And what is the normalization condition? You know, I told you that for the kinetic energy, take the kinetic energy and transpose of this and this only. Then this product will give you normalization equal to 1. So this should be equal to 1 only, then you can call this normalized. So you can find the value of a1 to normalize this. So let's see, when you transpose this, it will be a1, and here also a1, so it will give you a1 square, then transpose will give you 1 1, and kinetic energy matrix is m0 m, we already find it this. From here you can see, this is your kinetic energy matrix. Now this is 1 1. So after solving this, you will get this. It will give you m plus m, 2m equal to 1. So it will be a1 square equal to 1 upon 2m, and a1 will be 1 upon root 2m. So for the normalization condition, a1 should be 1 upon root 2m. So x1 will be 1 upon root 2m, 1 1. So this is your mode corresponding to normal frequency omega equal to 0. So what this represent now? See, I already told you what is the meaning of mode. It represents how the motion is going on. So it represents 1 1. It is same, means whatever motion for the first particle, second will follow the same. So it is going 1 unit this side, this will go 1 unit this side, this will go 1 unit this side, this will go 1 unit this side. Means there is no oscillation in the spring. They will go like this. Now let's find the mode for the second one. Under 2k by m, frequency is this. So we again, let's assume x2 equal to b1 b2, and this equation should be satisfied. Now in place of omega square you can write 2k by m. So in place of omega square you will write 2k by m, so it will give you minus 2k, it will give you minus k here, and 2k by m, it will give you minus k here. So what will be your potential energy matrix? It will be this. Means after solving this you will get this, and b1 b2. So solve this equation. From here you will get minus kb1 equal to kb2. So b1 will be minus b2. From here also b1 will be minus b2. This time x2 will be, take b1 common, 1 minus 1. Now when you normalize this, same as we did there, again taking the transpose and the kinetic energy matrix, and this will give you 1. So from here b1 will be 1 upon root 2m. So your normal mode corresponding to this frequency will be this. Now what this represent now? See, in the first one it was the same 1 1. Now you have the 1 minus 1. So whatever motion the first particle having, the second particle will have the opposite of that. Means the particle, if first is going this side, then second will go this side, and this is going this side, then this will go this side. Means this will be opposite. If it is going 1 unit, second one also going 1 unit, but in the opposite direction. If it is going 2 unit this direction, it will go minus 2 unit this direction. If it is going 2 direction plus 2, it will go minus 2. So that's how you can see this mode. So that is the meaning of mode actually. So you must know this thing. It can be asked in the question, the multiple choice, that how the particles are moving. Now see, you have these two normal frequencies. First one this 0, and second is this. Now there can be some other frequencies also which are not same for the both particles. So that mode we call as mixed modes. So I already told you how you can write mixed mode. You can write mixed mode in terms of the normal modes. So if there is any mode possible, x, which is not a normal mode, then mixed mode can be written in form of some of these two modes. So I already told you this was your constant, this was your normalization constant for the first one, this is your, then exponential I omega 1 t, and omega 1 is 0 here, you already see that. And for the second one it will be c2 1 upon root 2m, 1 minus 1 exponential I and root 2k by m t. This is omega 1 omega 2. So this is your first mode, and this is your second mode for the second frequency. So these are the normal modes, and this is some mixed mode. So this mixed mode can be written in terms of this. So you must know this equation, how to write this. For this system, for this kind of system, we discussed this question. this kind of system, any mixed mode can be written in terms of this equation. So if some initial condition are given, you can find C1, C2 also. So you must know how to write this equation. This can be used in the questions also to frame questions. Let's see one more question. Three particles of equal mass m are connected by two identical springs with stiffness constant k, that is spring constant same as so. Find the normal frequency and modes of the system. So again we have a spring system, three masses are there, it is moving x1, x2, x3, we assume that. So kinetic energy will be x1 dot, x2 dot, x3 dot. So T matrix will be, coefficient is m, so it will be m. You can find this. Now potential energy is, for this spring it will be x2 minus x1, displacement for this spring displacement will be x3 minus x2. So half k x2 minus x1 square plus half k x3 minus x2 square. When you open it, you will form a 3 into 3 matrix. Now 1 position it will be k, at 2 position it will be 2k, at 3 position it will be 1k, and you can write this as 1 2 1 2 1, 2 3 and 3 2. So it will be minus k at all position, and which are not given, that will be 0. So you have potential energy matrix, you have kinetic energy matrix. You can find the normal frequencies using the secular equation v minus omega square t. Take the determinant, find the values. You will get omega as first as 0, second as under root k by m, third as under root 3 k by m. So see, this is for the translatory mode, so we call that translation mode, because here there is no oscillation. And when there is this is lower frequency, so we will call that fundamental mode, and this is greater than this, we will call it the first overtone. So remember these names, these can be asked in the paper, so you must know what these terms represent. So let's find the normal modes corresponding to each frequency. For the omega 1 equal to 0, x1 will be, let assume it is a1, a2, a3. So again we will substitute in place of omega 0 and use this one. This matrix we will use. So in place of omega put 0, it will be k minus k, 2k minus k. So your matrix will be this, and it is x1 is a1, a2, a3. Again solve the equation. You will get from here a1 equal to a2. Substitute here in place of a1, a2. You will find a2 and a3 relation. So you will find that a1 equal to a2 equal to a3. This came out to be this one. Now see, we can write x1 our mode as a1 1 1 1. So again applying the normalization condition, you will get a1 as 1 upon root 3m. So what this mode represent now? See, this is same as we did in the last question. That was for the omega equal to 0. This is also for the omega equal to 0. Means this is the translatory mode. Now whatever motion is first particle having, all two will follow the same, and there is no compression or rarefaction in these springs. So they will follow the same motion x1, x2, x3 for the translatory mode. So there will be only translatory motion, no oscillation will be there for the first mode. Here no oscillation setup, no change in the length of the string, translatory mode this will be. Let's find for the second one, for the under root k by m. So now substitute under root k by m in place of omega in this equation. Then it will be k by m, so it will be 0 here, m will cancel out. Then substitute k by m here, so it will give you k here, and k by m, this will give you 0. So what your matrix will be? So it will be this way, and x2 will be there. So now find the value of this mode, second mode. So it will came out b2 equal to 0, b1 will be minus b3. So you can write your as 1 0 minus 1. So x2 will be b1 this. After normalization you will get 1 upon root 2m, 1 0 minus 1. So this is your mode now. Now what this represent? What this represents? So this is a normalization, how you can normalize this. This is the same way as we did earlier. So this is your mode 1 0 minus 1. This represents that when the motion occur at this frequency, then the middle particle will not be moving at all, and whatever particle first is moving, the first one or the last one will go into the opposite of that one. So that is this mode represent, means this will stay stationary. This will go this side, then this will go this side. If this will go this side, then this will go this side. So they will be opposite to each other, and this will be stationary. And the movement will be, and the dimension or the units will be same. Means if it is 3 units this side, this will be 3 units this side. Now let's see for the third one. Under root 3k by m, then x3 assume c1, c2, c3. So after substituting this frequency in the same matrix here, you will get your matrix as this form, minus 2k minus k0 minus k. Then this is solve this. So you will get c1 in terms of c2, then c2 in terms of c3. So you will get c3 equal to c1, c2 equal to minus 2 c1. So we can write all of them in the terms of c1. So it will be c1 minus 2 with c1 and c1. So take the c1 common and normalize this. You will get 1 upon root 6m, 1 minus 2 1. Now this is your third mode for the third frequency. Now what this represent? First and third moving in the same way, following the same way, and the middle one is moving in opposite direction with 2 units. So if they are moving 1 unit, then this will be moving 1 unit this side, and this will be moving minus 2 unit this side. If it is moving minus to this side, this will be moving minus to this side. So this will be moving plus for this side, opposite to both of them. So that's how you can check a mode, and how, and these modes tells you actually that how the motion is occurring. Okay. And now there will be any mixed mode possible in these system, in this 3 particle system. Any mixed mode can be possible. So we can write that mode in terms of these normal modes. So you can write that in terms of this. So C1 upon root 3m 111, this is your first mode, second mode, third mode. So now you can write C1, C2, C3 will be depending on the any mixed mode. So that's how you can write any mixed mode in terms of these normal modes. Let's see one more question. If potential is given by Vx equal to V0 plus V0 by 2 exponential x plus exponential minus x, find the omega for small oscillation. We need to find the frequency. So see, this is depending on the one variable only. So we can use a simple Lagrangian to solve this. So Vx can be written. Now we can expand these exponential x, exponential minus x. So it is exponential x will give you 1 plus x square by 2 plus and so on. I am writing only 3 terms here. Higher terms I am neglecting because they will be very small, because this represents the displacement x. Now see, when you solve this, this will give you 1 plus 1 2, this will cancel out, and this will give you x square only. So now when this will give you 2, multiply 2 here, so it will be V0 plus V0 will give you 2 V0, then half V0 multiply x square by 2 will give you half V0 x square. So I will take only these 3 terms. So Vx can be written in this form, approximately this is true. Now see, this is for depending on the one variable only. So kinetic energy will be half m x dot square. So you have kinetic energy, you have potential energy. So Lagrangian will be T minus V. So this minus this. Now you can find the Lagrangian. Del L by del x dot will give you 2mx dot, and 2 will cancel out. So mx dot, and double d by dt will give you double dot here. Now del L by del x will give you what? Minus V naught x. Now Lagrangian will be this minus this. Now this take the x double dot and this common. So simple. Now you can compare this with the simple harmonic equation. That will be omega square equal to V naught by m, because you know the equation x double dot plus omega square x. So omega square will be this, and omega will be under root V naught by m. So that will be your answer. So you must find the way which is the easy way. Now this question is given. We have discussed where there was 3 springs. Now there are 2 springs only. So how you can solve this? So this particle moving this side and this is moving this side. So T kinetic energy will be half x1 dot x2 dot square. So it is simple. So kinetic matrix will be m and m 0. Now potential energy will be, when this compresses, this extends. So displacement will be x2 minus x1. So potential energy will be x2 minus x1 square. Now when this displaces and this goes this side, for this spring it will be x1 minus x2. So you have your potential energy. Now you have kinetic energy. So from here you can write the matrix. 2 into 2 matrix can be written in terms of x2 x2 x1 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 x2 x2 x1. So you'll get your potential energy matrix, and then you can find the, again using the secular equation, v minus omega square t, and then you can find the frequency, that will be 0 under root 4k by m. So try to find the modes also with these frequencies. That will be a good exercise, and try to solve this question. I will give you a solution in the next lecture. Up to then you must try this. This is a spring system, 2 spring system there, and 2 masses are there. Spring constant is k for both of them. A system of 2 identical mass connected by identical spring. Mass is same for both of them. S1 oscillate along vertical direction. The ratio of frequency of normal modes is. So we need to find the normal frequency for this, and you need to find the frequency. Then you need to find the ratio of those frequencies. So answer will be root 3 minus root 5 under root 3 plus root 5 under root. So this will be your answer. So try to solve this question. We'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you everyone.